Disparity and struggle in education. It was my junior and senior years while I was enrolled in my local public school, Mitchell High School, in Colorado Springs, Colorado. When I first enrolled, it was palpable the lackluster value of the mainstream enrollment courses. That was the definition of the banking model of education. I felt uninspired and unchallenged by the regular classes I was a part of, so I decided to enroll in an advanced course that was a dual enrollment, meaning that I received college credit as well as credit for my high school diploma. But getting into the class and any other advanced courses was a struggle. I would walk into the counselor's office to change my classes, and they asked me questions like, "Are you sure? This is a really difficult advanced course." I felt for the first time in my life I was being seen as limited because I was a poor kid from a poor area. It was the first time I ever had to advocate for myself in a way and fight for my education. This never stopped. Every time I enrolled in an advanced course, I felt that most staff in the front office saw me as incapable or maybe unworthy, especially when I applied for a program that provided 1 year paid tuition for Pikes Peak Community College. I had to meet with the counselors multiple times, and I had to meet with the principal a total of 3 times. 2 of the 3 meetings with my father present, because the first time I met with him, he didn't listen to my needs as a student. Looking back now, I can see how my whiteness helped me and the privilege that allowed me to not only gain entrance into these classes, but also advocate to receive resources. Even with the hurdles before me, I had this huge advantage of being white and knowing what language to use in order to get what I needed from the system, because I had come from a space that was the essence of privilege to me: private schools. In this environment, I had access to different resources and more of them. And the difference between this space of plenty into a space of scarcity, I had to constantly work for what I needed to be a successful student. Why wasn't my school district planning for students' needs? I knew then that I was not the only person experiencing this lack of support. The only space in which I felt supported was within my classroom in the advanced courses. I felt seen as well as respected as a learner. The teacher crafted a space that was safe for each student to bring in their identity, question the status quo and privilege, as well as take risks as learners and writers. I was also challenged for the first time to question how funding works within the public education system, and I realized I knew practically nothing about a system that determines outcomes for individuals' entire lives. I was shown how District 11 was working towards changing the reality of Mitchell forever, and not in an uplifting, empowering way. My worry as a student was that the English program would be next on the chopping block, because if student outcomes didn't seem to matter to the district, why would they leave anything of quality? The community attempted to petition the district and to be involved. However, the district continuously ignored the community, and low-income families and minority groups are the ones who suffer the consequences of inequity the most. I felt the pressure of the changes being made, as well as the difficulty in accessing resources. This really inspired me towards education. I realized that we need more classroom spaces that are democratic public spheres and encourage independent thinking. I also realized that what we need more of are teachers who advocate for students and for equity in education.